We in week 2. We have a whole bunch of new players. So let's check out what social media got to say. Of course, the top story is all about week 2. Let's skip all this. A lot of Cowboys Super Bowl buzz. That's what's going on in real life too. Let's not get ahead of ourselves though. Well, Philip Rivers, I haven't looked at his stats, but looked like he had a good game against the Chiefs. Their game got interrupted, but the Chiefs were up. I mean, San Diego was up, so we went ahead and gave them the win. Some big trades were made. Well, the one big trade, Dez Bryant, as you can see, was moved to the Titans for a good amount. Uh, an unsuspected star smashed Adrian Peterson's single game rushing record by the name of Corey Grant. I couldn't even find highlights of him when he played at Auburn in college on YouTube. I mean, that's how unknown he is. Ezekiel Elliott ran for 7 touchdowns against my Giants. The Tennessee Titans pulled the old man out of free agency and moved him further up on the career receiving yards list. But his catches made dwindled since the addition of Dez Bryant. Coach Zimmerman has been hired by a new coach. I forget his name. What else we got going on? Ryan Matthews had a big day against them Cleveland Browns. Oh, neither the Ravens nor the Bills owners played, and it looks like the Ravens beat the dog mess out of the Bills. Ooh. Derek Carr was in the shootout, won by 2. Actually won, like real life, won by a 2-point conversion. How crazy is that? Um, yeah, Tennessee, we struggled against Minnesota. We won in the last minute field goal, and defense held for the last 40 seconds to keep Minnesota, who almost got in the field goal range. Yeah, Jacksonville ran all over the Packers. The Packers have a user now, so he can write that shit. What else we got here? Well, let's look at Week 1 award winners. Of course, it's 2 user players. Mr. Ezekiel Elliott for his 254 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns. Mr. Corey Grant with his 18 carries for 312 rushing yards and 5 rushing TDs. So actually, both of them broke the record. No, tied the record and broke the record. Derek Johnson had a big day, 12 tackles and interception. Desmond Trufant had the same exact day. All right, let's look at some leaguers in Week 1. Passing leaders. Matt Ryan had 404 yards. Looked like he did in real life in the season. Derek Carr with 363. Aaron Rodgers 355. Jamie Winston with 334. That rounds out your top 5 in passing yards, touchdowns. Let's see who slung that ball. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 players tied for first with 4 touchdown passes, and Tom Brady bringing in with a bunch of other people with 3. Let's see the rushing. Of course, we know who led the league in the first game was Mr. Corey Grant, Ezekiel Elliott was second with his 254. Look at his average, 17 yards a carry. I mean, I don't think I've seen a college player do that. Man, Jacksonville, I gotta give it to you. On all Madden, that's impressive. And you wanted to take my best young offensive lineman. Like, you really need them. I'm gonna officially name Jacksonville's coach the new Mike Shanahan. Plug and play him. Plug him in, play him. They'll gain yards. I don't even know what his system he's using. I need to find that playbook. But Garrett Blunt had a good day. Shane Vereen, computer, looked like he ran while Dallas was running 7 touchdowns. They let Shane Vereen rush for 3. Adrian Peterson, yeah, I mean, I don't know. That touchdown he had was impressive. It went off tackle, man. That man broke 3 tackles and went into the end zone. I was pissed. D'Angelo Williams. Uh-oh. What happened to Le'Veon Bell? Hey Taz, I hope me simulating Le'Veon nothing happened to big old Le'Veon Bell. Let's look at where's the injury report. Let's look at this injury report. Pittsburgh. Steelers. Come on, Sean. Steelers. Oh, shoot. And Mike Pound. And Pouncey. Reeks, but this right here hurt. Damn. Partial MCL tear. Out 7 weeks. That sucks. Okay. That explains why D'Angelo Williams was the leading rusher. Where I was at, okay. Went over leading rushers. Still can't get over that right there. Receivers. T.Y. Hilton, look at that. Look at that performance there. 11 catches, 171 yards. Riley Cooper. CPU players here. Oh, look at that. Dallas is using the hell out of the tight end, ain't they? Andre Holmes stepped in for Michael Crabtree. Had a big day. And the game winner 2-point conversion. I seen the replay. Cameron Braid. Mari Cooper. Oh, y'all was slinging that rock in Oakland. Antonio Brown. Richard Rodgers. So, not too many of the main names up here except for maybe T.Y. Hilton. Okay, let's look at some defense. Desmond Trufant, David Harris had a big day as far as tackles. It's really not a good thing when your corner leads your team in tackles. I mean, it's either they were running to his side too much or they were throwing the ball on him too much. Yeah, how many sacks? Let's see. Geno Atkins. Yeah, my Giants just played them the other day. That man a beast. Brandon Graham. I can't pronounce my man's name. Michael Johnson. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Let's look at them INTs. Oh, a bunch of players with 1. Yeah. Let me see. Out of curiosity's sake, you had 12 tackles at the corner position. How many catches you allowed? 5. Okay. Who got torched this week? Middle linebacker. Somebody was throwing a lot of underneath stuff. Yeah. Alright, that's enough for the stats for the week. I mean, that was my lame ass attempt at the week in review. But as far as users to watch so far, Boogie _121. He got the Chargers. Chargers was giving the business to Kansas City this week before their game got cut off. This is the game This is the game I'm be looking out for. I want to see what happened here. Ooh, Miami versus Patriots. Any other user games? Minnesota versus the Packers. That's another user game. So we got two user games so far. This is the one I want to see. Chargers versus Jaguars. Everybody else playing the CPU. Alright, let's play them. We missed a couple user games this week. Let's get them games in these week, fellas. Let's get them games in. Alright, this video's running a little longer than I wanted it to run. I made that trade. We're gonna see if it was worth it in the long run. Alright, signing off.